to Kandersteg super early. I think I left the hostel at like a little after 5, but it was worth it because I don't think the cable car gondola is even open yet. I'm hoping to catch the first one up so I can hit the Panorama Trail over Lake Oeschinensee before it's too crowded, because even though it's technically off season, it's still close enough to summer that it can get pretty crowded up there. So hopefully I get there before the big crowds do, but I'm really excited. Lake Oeschinensee is really easy to get to from Interlaken. So if you use the SBB app, you'll put in whichever train station you're starting from. If you're coming from Interlaken Oost, it'll probably have you take the train to Spiez, and then you'll take another train here to Kandersteg. As you get off the train in Kandersteg, you'll cross a bridge that's going over a river, and then there will be signs leading you up this road here. And then you can either cross here and take this trail that goes up to the lake, and then you can hit the Panorama Trail from there, or you can turn left and go over to the gondola station and take the gondola up to the lake. This is another thing that's free with the Berner Oberlin Pass, but that's this year. It could change, so like double check before you come up here. Now I did have to pay, I think it was like 5 Swiss francs to reserve a time slot, which I don't think it's required, but this year it's recommended, just because of how many people choose to come here. So that can change depending on the season. I have some time to kill before the gondola station opens, so I thought I'd check out the trail that goes up to the lake, just part of it though, because if I try to do both this trail and the Panorama Trail, I'm going to be not feeling good by the end of the day. But it's really pretty. It looks like it's going to be a scenic path up if you take it. So definitely worth it if you have the energy to do both trails, or if you just want to hang out at the lake and you don't want to do the Panorama Trail. This is a good way to get up to the lake. This is also really convenient if you, for some reason, spend too much time at the lake and miss the last gondola down in the evening. I think you can take this trail to get back to the train station, because they do have a sign over here that pointing to the direction of the train station. So I'm sure there's a lot of people that hike down from the mountain instead of taking the gondola. And this really looks like a beautiful trail. just got back from Oeschinensee and had dinner in the hostel kitchen. I got back a little bit later than what I wanted to, but it was a fun day, so I can't complain. I can't decide what I want to do tomorrow because I only have 2 days left, and I would really like to go back to Oeschinensee, but I also want to go to Lake Brienz and swim, so I think I might hike to Giesbach Falls, and then I think the trail leads back to somewhere in East Oldwald where you can swim, so hoping to do that. And I'd like to go back to Gimmelwald and I forget what else. There were a couple other things, so hopefully it'll be not too rushed, but there's a lot of stuff I want to try to squeeze in since I only have 2 days left. But today was a lot of fun. Oeschinensee was incredible as always. It was my second time there, and I did the hike, the same hike I did last time, but I did it clockwise instead of counterclockwise, so it was cool to see the views differently, because when you go clockwise you kind of the views kind of get better and better as you go, whereas last time you kind of had like the best views at the top, and then as you did like the second part of the trail, everything just kind of like was less scenic, I guess, as you went along. And this time they kind of got more scenic, and at the end there were actually cows this time, so that was really cool to see, because they just walk right across the trails. So that was. My bed is an absolute mess right now. I'm trying to organize. I'm trying to organize all my stuff because I need to take a shower, get my stuff ready for tomorrow. And I need to make sure I have my swimming stuff ready because I'm gonna leave, visit a couple places, and then come back, grab my swimming stuff quick, and go to Iselwald. So yeah, this is what it looks like when you're trying to get everything together. This is one of the only parts of solo travel and staying in hostels that I don't really like. So when you stay in a hostel, all your stuff is in this little box under your bed, which is awesome because it keeps your stuff secure, but it's kind of a pain like each evening when you need to take a shower, like gathering up all your stuff and putting it in a bag, taking it with you, which it's not that much of a hassle. It's just kind of annoying if you're in a rush or tired or anything like that, but I will say it's worth the savings, because if you stay at a hotel you're gonna pay like double the price. When you stay at a hostel you're only paying like, you know, $300, $400, $500 for the entire trip, whereas if you stayed at a hotel you'd be paying like $1,000 or more. I mean, for Switzerland anyway. I don't know about other countries, but it's just really nice.